you strap your feet, you strap the shoulders. We got some fun planned today. So, all right. Well, for today's class, we're gonna go ahead and start on our backs in our reclined bound angle pose or butterfly pose on your back. So, bound angle, they call it. Yeah, there you could call it. It's like bound angle pose, cobbler's pose, or butterfly pose is probably the most familiar with it. Um, and yeah, so just start to come to the place. Come to being here. Come to your body. Arrive on your mat. Start to settle. And if you find it uncomfortable, maybe having a block underneath your knees or a blanket, hands can be by your side, palms up toward the sky. If there's some kind of light, an openness you want to be receptive to, or maybe there's a nurturing you're seeking, and one hand on the belly, one on the heart. And breathe. Following your breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Not trying to change anything, but just be. Take about 5 more breaths here to release what it was we were doing before coming to class. To remove any thoughts about what's after class. And just being here and now. 2 more deep breaths in and out. And slowly start to extend your legs straight to the bottom of your mat. Reach the arms up overhead, big stretch. And then entering this banana shaped pose, walk your feet over to the right bottom corner of the mat. Shoulders lift up and then over to the top right corner, arms reaching out, maybe even crossing the left ankle atop the right. Feeling an opening in the left side body. Both shoulder blades still anchored to the ground, still rooted, still connected. Feeling the lungs expand with each inhale. Two more breaths. And then slowly coming back to center. Walk the feet over towards the bottom left corner of the mat. Shoulders come up and over towards the top left corner. And then stretching the arms up above. Maybe even clasping your right wrist. An option to take the right ankle and cross it atop the left. Listen to your body and what it needs. Opening up that right side body. Feel the ribs expand. All the way up. Stretch through the arm. A couple more breaths here. And back to center. Reach for your strap if you have one. If you don't, that's okay. Bend the right knee in towards your chest. Take the strap on the bottom of your foot. And reach the foot up towards the sky. Maybe shimmy the strap left and right, giving a little invigoration and stimulation to the nerves at the bottom of your foot. And then instead of like reaching up, see if you can lengthen the strap so the backs of your triceps anchor onto the mat. And once you have that angle, then kick into the strap and pull the strap down into the earth. So you don't really see any movement, but there's a lot of activation going on right now. Draw your sacrum, that lower back, into the earth. Maybe feel this engagement of your core as you're pulling the strap. And your foot is flexed and pressing into the strap. For another 3. Strong and steady 2. Last one. Go ahead and allow the strap to lengthen, lowering that right foot, hovering it above the ground, and then holding again, not allowing the strap to get taut, and kicking into the strap and pulling. Kick and pull for 5, for 4, 3, 2, on 1. Go ahead, lift everything back up towards the sky, and this time the option to take your arms above your head as you draw that right leg back behind you. And this time you're not kicking. It's all in the arms. Sending your breath to the back, right leg, for another 5, 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it back to neutral if the arms are behind you. Take the strap and bring it into just your right hand. Left hand comes out to a T shape and opening out to the right side. To whatever capacity feels okay for you. In the meantime, keep this activation in your left leg, not letting it go. Relax, keeping it strong. For another 3, for 2, on 1, bend the leg, bring it in. Remove the strap, give that right knee a little hug, compressing it into the chest. Then extend it out straight to meet your left. Tag team, left knee draws in, loop the strap around the base of your foot, and then extend it up towards the sky. And if you don't have a strap, that's okay. You can clasp your hands around your left thigh or maybe your left calf. Wherever you're at, it's fine. Again, maybe do a little shimmy left, right, hello foot. And then allowing the hands to come down, creating this L shape. Back, the triceps anchored onto the earth, and then kicking into the strap, pulling down, kick and pull, activation, feeling it in your biceps. Again, sacrum pressing into the earth. Feel that engagement in your lower core. For another 5, nice and strong 4, for 3, last 2, on 1, allow the strap to lengthen. Lower your left foot to a hover about 6 inches off the ground. Toes pointed up towards the sky. And again, kicking into the strap. Kicking. Pulling. Pressing the sacrum down. For 5, for 4, for 3, 2, last one. Bring it on up towards the sky. Drawing it in, maybe again hands clasping around the thigh, the calf, maybe you can reach the foot, or maybe you loop the strap on your hands and pull it up above. Maybe the biceps come by the ears. And staying here for 5. Breathing into the back of that left leg 4. Relax that leg for 3. Last 2. On 1. Allow it to relax just a little bit, transferring the strap into the left hand. Right arm comes out to a T, opening that left leg out to the left side. Flexing the foot, keeping a strong engagement of the right leg. Feeling the opening. For another 3. For 2. Last one, bend the knee. Remove the strap. Hug the knees in. And then rock yourself up. Maybe crossing the ankles to a seated position. We'll take our left sole of the foot, bringing it into our right thigh, and then lowering down over our right leg. If you need the strap, you can still continue to use the strap to help you find length here. If that feels like what you need, leading with the heart, collarbones shining forward, and then pulling yourself down. Collarbones forward, pull down. Collarbones forward, down. Right toes pointing up towards the sky. And then from here, option to take the left hand and aim for that pinky toe edge of your right foot. Right arm reaches back behind you. Nice twist. If you're feeling pain, back off. Otherwise, hold for another 2. And 1, untwist. This time our left leg is down. We're going to go ahead and just rotate the knee up towards the sky. Maybe stomp the foot out about 2 fists or so, gapping it between the inside arch of our left foot and our thigh. And this might be good for you, having it compressed and in. Maybe you can reach forward. Both hands reaching towards that right foot. And if this is not really feeling any sensation for you, you have the option to take a bind where that left arm reaches around that left leg and right arm reaches back behind you. Very nice. Seeing if you can keep that left knee drawing in towards your center line of the body. Very nice. For 3. Right toes flex. 2. Last one, release. That was mariachi's pose. Allow the left knee to fall back down towards the ground. Left arm reaches back behind you. Wild thing variation. So pressing into the left hand. Hips reach up towards the sky. Opening it up. Right arm reaching wherever feels good for you. Maybe even allowing a couple circles to come in. Hips forward, hips forward. And back down. Beautiful. Switching sides. Left leg reaches out. Right sole of the foot comes in to meet the left thigh. Again, maybe using the strap to help you. Align the body and then fold down. Heart forward, collarbones forward, heart forward, collarbones forward. Fold, fold, fold. Then breathing into the sensation as the toes reach for your nose. Maybe you're there, maybe you're not. It's okay. It's a practice. And the practice is progress, never perfection. Guaranteed. You can stay here, or again, the option to take the twist. So this time the right hand either clasps the strap or maybe that pinky toe knife edge of your left foot, left arm reaching back behind you, feeling that stretch really in that right side body, through the shoulders and beyond. For another 3, for 2, and 1. Unwind. Allow that right knee to come up towards the sky, stomping the right foot down, maybe walking it out. So maybe about 2 fists, depending on your hip shape. Maybe you need a little bit more space, and that's fine. Either holding in the knee, really trying to find a long spine, or leaning forward, staying inside, right knee, hugging in, hugging in, hugging in. Reaching for the left toes, or taking the bind for mariachi's pose, right arm reaches back. So you're leaning forward, helping you create some space. Right arm reaches back, left arm comes back. Maybe the hands clasp, maybe the fingertips just touch. Maybe we're not quite there yet. That's okay. This is advanced. But an option. Again, right knee coming in, coming in. For another 5, for 4, 3, last 2 on 1. If you're in the bind, release. And then everyone allow that right knee to plop on down. Right arm reaches back behind you. Left arm reaches up towards the sky as you draw the hips up, up, up. Maybe creating some circles with that left arm, lubricating the shoulder joint. Maybe one more circle. And coming back down. And coming into an easy pose, we'll have our strap close by. So, for an easy pose, it's just, crisscross applesauce. Seated position, you can have the legs crossed one in front of another. If you want to take the double pigeon pose, stack ankles atop knees, you're welcome to do that as well. Whatever feels right in your hips, in your body today. Grabbing our strap, I tend to take the clunky end to hold on to so it doesn't jingle so much, but that's just some OCD of me. And we'll begin to do a little bit of shoulder flossing. So when you grab it, you may want to grab it about double shoulder width apart, maybe further, maybe less. Explore, have the option. Big inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. And then exhale, maybe it can come back. If you can't get it to come back, maybe take it wider, or maybe you just don't have that in your range of motion today, and that's okay. And floss it back forward. So continue on your own, just kind of creating this awareness in the shoulders of where that sticky point is. And if there's one part that's particularly sticky and interesting and it likes to get stuck there, you can linger. It's okay. You can really kind of try to work it out a little bit and then come on back. We'll do about 2 more counts. Smiling and breathing definitely helps. Very nice. And then take it up above you. And take that strap and try to pull it apart. Keep pull, 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 pull for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, on 1, right arm wins, lean over to your right side. Maybe the fist comes into contact with the ground, maybe not, that's okay. Breathing into the left side body. For 3, for 2, on 1, strong core, strong obliques, come up to the top, tug of war, pull it apart for 5, strong for 4, you got it, 3, last 2, maybe you're shaking, last 1, left hand wins, bring it on over, maybe it comes to touch the ground, maybe not, wherever you're at, it's where you're supposed to be today. Feeling the expansion, the right side body. For 5, for 4, breathe into it, 3, last 2, on 1, strong side body, bring it up, and bring it forward, very nice, shoulder circles, feeling good. Switching directions if you have not already. And then if you're stacked in double pigeon, take the reverse stack. If you're doing Sukhasana, easy pose, have the opposite leg come in front. It might feel a little bit awkward. Feel free to move the flesh from underneath your bottom to help get you grounded. Very nice. And take the strap one more time. Big inhale. And this time, notice that I don't have it super wide. This time we're having it like, we've done this before, like there's a stick and you're trying to break it. So we're curling the ends in towards one another. And back out, and then curl it in and hold for 5. Squeeze for 4. Feel in the forearms and shoulders, 3. Last 2. Straight arms, 1. Release. Doesn't feel so bad having it just straight right now. One more set. Big inhale. Exhale, break the stick, bending it in front of you. Forearms reaching up towards the sky. Wrists going up towards the sky. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for another 3. For 2, and 1, release. Very nice. Coming onto all fours. Shake it out, wiggle it out. Little circles. Pre-position, place the strap near the top of your mat. And then set yourself up into tabletop pose. Shoulders over the wrists, belly drawing up towards the spine. Then belly drops, chin raises, tail raises, cow pose. And exhale, rounding the back into cat pose, chin to chest, pressing the mat away. 2 more, inhale, through cow, collarbones forward. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Back to neutral. Drop your elbows where your palms currently are. Fingertips pointing forward. Again, 3 more cat-cows, this time with our forearms. So dropping the belly, lifting the chin, lifting the tail. And exhale, find the rounding, pressing the hands and the forearms all the way to the elbows into the mat. Inhale, find that opening. Exhale, rounding. Tops of the toes, pressing into the mat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Back to neutral, walk the hands out, puppy dog pose. So the hands walk forward, the chest sinks down towards the mat. Maybe the chin touches. Maybe you have a block that feels good to rest upon. Really breathe into the shoulders. For another 5. Follow your breath. 4. Nice and easy. 3, 2, and 1. Allow the hips to come back towards your heels into child's pose. Hands can be whatever variation feels good for you. Maybe fingertips walking out, maybe palms up towards the sky, or even the hands reaching back towards the toes, allowing the shoulders to be heavy, forehead in contact with the earth. Coming back to the breath. Three more breaths. And if your hands are by your heels, go ahead and walk them back forward. And walk your hands over to the right side. This time leading with the right fingertips. Right arm maybe reaches up and over and gives yourself a pat on your sacrum. So really thinking about not leading with the hand, but instead leading with that right shoulder. Hand might be able to reach around and grab the inside of your left thigh. It might. It might not, and that's also okay. But again, really driving with the left fingertips. Just another 2. And 1. If you're in the bind, go ahead, release, and everyone walk your way through the middle over towards our left side. So right fingertips walking forward. And maybe you stay with just both hands reaching forward and you feel that nice length in the right side body. Or maybe the right arm can reach up, back of the hand rest on your sacrum. Or maybe you can come across and grab the inside of your right thigh. And understanding this is a journey and we're all different shapes, different sizes, different experience levels. And wherever you're at, it's okay, because we're on the journey together. But it's your journey. If you're in the bind or reaching back, again, that left shoulder driving up towards the sky, right fingertips reaching out. For another 3, for 2, and 1. Walk back to center. Press yourself up, back to tabletop. Bird dog pose. Right foot steps back. Left arm reaches forward. Then maybe raising that right leg, that right heel. You may wish to stay here. You may wish to keep the hands on the ground, or you may wish to bend the knee. Heel up towards the sky. Maybe you're here. Maybe the left hand comes across and tries to grab for the foot. If you can reach the foot kicks into the hand. Hand continues to hold. Kick, kick, kick for another 5. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Switch sides. Left foot steps back. Maybe you stay here with the shoulders over the wrists and just pointing that left foot, the left ball of the foot down into the ground, or maybe lifting that left heel up. Option to take the right arm forward. Again, when you do this, don't allow the belly to sag and to create that arch, pull it up. Option to bend that left knee. And then maybe even take that right arm back, 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 catching the foot. And then using your instep, the top of the foot to kick. Kick, kick, kick for 5. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Again,
Hips come back towards the heels, child's pose for just 3 breaths. Downward facing dog. Hips come up. Tuck the toes. Knees come up. Pedal the feet out. Coming in to our warrior sequence today. Go ahead and lift that right foot up to the sky. If it feels good to take a bend in the right knee, go ahead and do so. But eventually look to the front of the mat and step in between your hands. Arms come up, beginning in crescent lunge. Dropping the back foot, creating this 90-degree shape with our intersection of our heels. Warrior 2. Fingertips reaching forward as much as they're reaching back behind us. Then reversing the warrior. Left arm glides down our back thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. Coming into side angle, right arm comes forward. Elbow comes to the top of that right thigh. Left arm up, over. Option to take that right hand and also reach it forward. Nice strength here. Straight in the front leg, arms reach up towards the sky. Reverse triangle pose. So left arm reaches back, right arm up. And then coming into our triangle, right arm reaches forward. Gazes the inside of our right calf. Left arm up towards the sky. Gaze comes down, bend into the front leg, frame the front foot, step the right foot back to meet the left, and then go through our vinyasa. So optional push-up, then lower down, maybe cobra to start out as the hips and toes press into the mat, and then press yourself back to downward facing dog. Moving into our left side, left leg reaches up towards the sky. Again, option to take that bend, opening the hip, allowing the knee, maybe allowing some circles to come in, and then gaze forward, and then step in between your hands with that left foot. Coming into crescent lunge, arms reach up towards the sky, spiking the right ball of the foot into the mat. And then allowing the right heel to come down, entering into warrior 2. So again, creating that L shape with our feet. Arms extend, gaze out over the middle finger. Then reverse the warrior, right arm reaches down, left palm up towards the sky, and then over. Keeping that bend in the left leg. And then side angle, right, left elbow comes to the left thigh, right arm up and over. An option to take that left prop away. Reach that left arm out to meet the right. Nice strong engagement here in the core. And then straighten that left leg. Arms come up. Right arm comes down your right leg. Left arm up and over. Reverse triangle. Gazing up at our bicep. And then triangle pose. So shifting forward, creating this fluidity. The left back of the hand comes to the calf of the left leg, right arm towards the sky. Then gaze down, bend into the left knee. Plant the hands, step yourself back to plank. Maybe you stay into downward facing dog, or you take your vinyasa. Maybe a push-up, lowering down. Option for upward dog, so the knees lift up. And then coming into downward facing dog. We'll do that again with a little bit of fluidity. So inhale, right foot raises up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Option to have both hands out. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reverse triangle pose. Exhale, triangle. Left arm to the sky. Gaze to the front, bend in the front leg. Again, coming to optional vinyasa with a push-up, maybe just upward facing dog, cobra pose. And everyone meets back at downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up. Step it forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Gaze comes down, frame the front foot. Step back. Take a vinyasa. And meet up downward facing dog. Last set. Fluid and strong. Right foot up. Inhale. Exhale. Step it forward. Inhale. Crescent lunge. Exhale. Warrior two. Inhale. Reverse the warrior. Exhale. Side angle. Inhale. Reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Bend in the front leg. Downward facing dog or vinyasa. Whatever feels right for you. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, front of the mat. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Gaze comes down, frame the front foot. This time, right foot steps up to meet the left and roll your way up to a standing position. Now, a little fun with balance. So, find ourselves in our mountain pose. So, shoulders over the hips, hips over the ankles, and then cross your arms. We're going to take our right foot. Okay, so shift your weight onto your left leg. So nice and strong. We have our arms crossed. And then just kind of kick your right leg back behind you. And then close your eyes. It's all, yeah. And just kind of see how taking away our vision really influences our proprioception, where we are in space, or how we see ourselves in space. Keep playing around with this sense of balance for another 5, for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Put it down, shake it out, maybe do a couple circles. And then switch your cross, right? So what's comfortable and what's uncomfortable. Yeah. And then same thing on our right side. So again, find that foundation, find that stability, and then take away part of that base. And then see if you can handle or see how you react when you take away the vision. Can you still see that spot on the ground that you were focused on maybe originally? You can't see the people around you wiggling around, so that's helpful. And keep playing. Again, balance. For 5. For 4. 3. 2. And 1. You guys had your eyes closed, but I kept putting my foot down too, just so you know. Very nice. So from here, now we're going to use our vision, right? So front of the mat, putting the weight onto the left foot. We'll take the right knee in, do some circles. And then option to have that left hand come to the hip, right hand grabs for the right foot. Maybe extending it out, maybe keeping it bent. Maybe taking the left arm back behind. Or if this just isn't your jam, continue to do our blind balance that we had before. Very nice. Switching sides. Left knee comes in. Find that foundation, all 4 corners of our right foot planted into the earth. Maybe some circle rotations going on. And then right hand to the hip. Right hip. Left hand comes in. Grabs for maybe the outside of the left foot. Maybe you stay here. Think mariachi's pose, right? Or maybe we extend it out towards straight. This is also one that if you have a strap, sometimes that helps give you that length. Some of our arms are longer than others. Or right arm maybe comes back. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on down. Straps at the front of the mat, just a little bit more. Take it so it's about maybe half length or so. And then find ourselves in a squat, so an active squat. So not super narrow like hip width, but maybe about twice hip width. And then pull the strap away and sit back. Sit back, sit back, sit back. Keep pulling. For 3. Belly drawing in 2. And 1, straighten the legs. Arms reach up and back. Maybe it comes all the way back. Maybe it doesn't. And pull it apart. Sit down. Sit back, sit back, sit back. Shoulders drawing down away from the ears. Pull, 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 keeping the strap straight and tight. For 2. 1, straighten the legs up and back. Last one. Sitting down, pulling it away. For 5. For 4. For 3. Last 2. And 1. Up and back. Coming on forward. And back to your thighs. Take the strap out in front of us. Step the right leg back. And drop the right knee towards the mat. And this time we have the option to floss it back. Maybe it comes all the way, maybe it doesn't. And then as it comes forward, you straighten your left leg. Think half splits. We'll do 3 of these. So coming on up, maybe back over, again getting back into the shoulders. And then forward half splits. 1 more, coming back, And again, maybe it doesn't touch your glutes, and that's fine. Forward, and then up, and then see how low you can stay from where your bend is now to come to a squat, right? And up straight, very good, and back. Coming on forward, just straight out in front of you. This time left foot steps back, left knee comes down. Inhale, coming up, maybe back. Exhale, half split, strap comes forward, maybe touches your right shin. Inhale up, maybe back. Exhale forward, hips come back towards your left heel. Last one, back. And forward. Whew. Coming on up. And again, no surprises here. We got a right knee bent. It's about 90 degrees angles. Maybe we can just shift our weight. Step into a nice squat. Come on up and just let that strap go. Very nice. Shake out, get some wiggles out, get some wiggles out. Arms comes forward. Hey, no strap. That's kind of nice. But we're still sitting back. Sitting back, sitting back, sitting back, sitting back. Till eventually, kerthump, plop, thud. One of those things the sounds might happen. Kerblam. And roll onto your back, finding ourselves into our constructive pose. So in constructive, our feet are at the edges of our mat, the knees hug in, coming to our breath. Again, hands can be whatever intuitively felt right as soon as you got to your back. Maybe they're sprawled out to the side, just open and saying, yes, that feels nice. Maybe you can give yourself a little hug if that feels nice too. Really coming back to your breath. We built a lot of heat in today's class. A lot of activation and lubrication in the shoulders and the thighs. And if you joined me last week, that was a pretty good leg workout as well, and mind workout. If this feels good, you can stay here. Or reclined pigeon pose. Slowly allow the knees to hug away from each other. Walk the heels back towards your fingertips. And then cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Gently press the right knee away. Or maybe lift that left foot. Hugging in the left leg. Breathing. Three more breaths here. And allow that figure four to drop down. Left foot plants on the mat. Arms can come out to a T, and you can either just allow everything to rock over to the left side, or straighten the left leg, and then allow that right knee to cross over for a little twist. Connecting to your breath, slowing down.
3 more breaths here. Releasing, relaxing, non-aggression. And slowly roll back to center. And then switching as we set up for reclined pigeon on the opposite side. So left ankle crosses atop the right thigh. And again, maybe just pressing the right knee away or taking whatever variation feels right for you. Checking in with your body and points of contact with the mat, the sensations you're feeling, and following your breath. Three more breaths. And then setting up for a twist. So allow the right sole of the foot to come in contact with the mat. Take the arms out again to a T. And then either allowing that figure four to flop on over to the right side or extending that right leg out straight and then roll it, twisting over. Maybe it feels good to have the knee attached to the ground, rolling over and having that left shoulder up a little bit. Maybe it feels good to have both shoulders in contact to the earth. Your practice, what's your body need today? Just 2 more breaths. Just release. And back to center. If it feels right for you to drive the knees into the chest, give them a little cradle or hug or even a happy baby, grabbing the outer edges of your foot. Thighs come parallel to the ground. Knees bent. Maybe you want to straighten the legs. What feels good? Maybe you dance around with both. Getting any last wiggles out before coming to a place of rest in Shavasana. Allowing the legs to either come back to that constructive rest pose with the feet on the edges of the mat and the knees hugging in to the center line. Maybe this is the Shavasana that you want today. Or maybe the more traditional, legs extended, palms up towards the sky. In this open pose. And check in with your body. Are there any areas right now that still have tension? If they do, maybe place your hands on them and give them some type of energy and warmth and permission to soften. And if you can't reach them with your hands, just picture yourself being able to. And with that same intention, that same attention, allow the tension to release, to let go. as though you're on the coast, watching the waves roll in and out. Do the same with your breath. Rolling in through the nose and out. In and out. Bring awareness back to the space, back to your mat, back to your body. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Maybe gently massage the back of your skull, rocking your head left and right, and eventually rolling onto one side, cradling the head in the nook of your arm. And still picturing maybe that ocean and the waves and your breath, knowing that any time you can revisit this place. When you're ready, slowly push yourself back up to a seated position. Checking in. To how you feel right now. And knowing that you did that. And you can do it again off the mat. Please join me in 3 closing breaths. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Audibly exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me on today's practice, and I hope there's a sense of empowerment and calm and something you cultivated today that can carry you until I see you again. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you.